What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. For today I will be giving you a glute workout, but I will also be giving you a little bit of anatomy and a little bit of science to help you grow your glute. If you are interested in this video and more like it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that notification bell to get notified every time another video comes up. So let's get into the video. Our glutes, or the butt, is kind of trending right now. Working on those glutes and those peaches are actually not just for aesthetic purposes, but they also have a very functional purpose in terms of your mobility and also helping you with your lower back and posture. So our butt, aka the gluteus, is composed of three major muscles, which is the gluteus maximus, the gluteus medius, and the gluteus minimus. So the glute max is what we all know and love because it is the largest muscle in our butt and the most visible or the most superficial one. The next one is the gluteus medius and then the gluteus minimus, which is like a smaller version of the gluteus medius. The muscles of the gluteus maximus tend to fan out downward and diagonally, and they have many insertion and attachment points, which means that they are able to perform many different movements. These muscles are very helpful in your extension of your hips, your lateral movements, abductions and adductions of the legs, as well as inner and outer rotations, and of course the famous pelvic tilt, aka the twerk, which means that there are many movements that you can do to target your glutes specifically. Most of the time we are just sitting down on our chairs in school or at work and we're not moving a lot. And alam kong uso dati yung upo ka ng upo kaya ang laki ng puwet mo eh. Sorry to say, but that is not true, because when you're sitting down you're not really working your butt, so those muscles aren't really gonna get bigger. People say they want a bigger butt, they go straight for the squats. And the thing about the squats is, yes, it is good at making your booty a little bigger, but it does activate the quads a lot more than it does your glutes. Much like anything in life, if there's a certain skill or something that you want to grow, then you work on it. Simply put, if you want to grow your glutes, you gotta work out your glutes. Aside from just working on your booty, there are other things that you have to keep in mind when you are trying to grow your glutes. First is to do glute targeted exercises, which means finding exercises, which I will show you later, specifically target that muscle group. Another thing to keep in mind is your frequency of working out your gluteus maximus. This means working out your glutes more frequently. I would say maybe training your glutes 3 to 4 times a week with ample rest time in between each training session to let your muscles recover. The time that your muscles need to recover and rest will depend on the workout that you are doing. Another thing you can do is to add volume or stress on your muscles. Yes, you can grow your glutes without any weights or added volume, but it will help increase the speed at which you'll grow those muscles if you add a little bit of load or weight. And it will especially help if you do a progressive overload. That's just a little bit of information on your glutes and how to train them to get them bigger. But now let's get into the workout itself. Before you do the workout, make sure that you are warmed up properly. It means activating the muscle that you will be working. Activating your glutes means loosening up those muscles, preparing them for the bigger movements that you will be doing later. A few of my favorite glute activating workouts are to do some dynamic swings, which is what I'm doing right now. Just swing your legs side to side and get that nice and warmed up. The next thing I like to do is grab a resistance band, but if you don't have one, that is totally fine. But I'm just going to start off with doing some side steps or crab walks, and be sure when you're doing this to stick your butt out so that you really feel them activating. But I like to do some front steps, walking forward and backwards, really pushing my glutes out to loosen them up. Then I like to do some hip extensions to the back to really activate that gluteus maximus. As I told you, this is the movement that it really does. Then to warm up the gluteus minimus and the gluteus medius, I like to do some hip abductions. And finally, to make sure that I'm super warmed up and it's really activated, I like to do a few glute bridges. Then when I feel like my glutes have been fired up and all warmed up, I'm ready to go straight into the workout. For this workout, you will be performing each exercises in 10 to 12 reps of 3 to 4 sets. 10 to 12 reps is usually the rep range for muscle building, so this is the range that we will be sticking to. The first exercise is the hip thrust. Just gonna get a Smith's machine, or you can just get a barbell and put it onto your hip. Place your back on an elevated area or stool or chair. I like to use Bosu ball because it's nice and soft, but you are just going to push your hips and really tighten your glutes. When you hit the height of the movement, make sure to squeeze your glutes for at least 1 or 2 seconds. Make sure that you are looking straight and not leaving your head tilted backwards. After 10 or 12 reps, you can take a 1-minute break before you head in for your next set. The next workout is the leg press, and most of the time leg presses work your quads. But what you can do is put your feet together, put them a little bit higher than you would usually do on a leg press, and push off your heels to activate your glutes. Something that you should keep in mind throughout all of the workouts that we will be doing is the mind-muscle connection. So what this is, you'll be thinking about your glutes at every exercise to really activate them. Simply thinking about the area that you are targeting will activate them more than you would usually do if you weren't thinking about them at all. Still on the leg press machine, we are going to be doing one-legged leg presses. So you're just gonna sit on one of your legs, put the other one up, and push off. I usually go on a lower weight for this one because it's a lot harder than the normal leg presses. Always squeeze your glutes and think about that target muscle as you perform the exercise. Try to find a heavy enough weight that you're not simply breezing through the workout, but not too heavy that you won't be able to do the whole 12 reps. So find a weight that you would be able to do 12 reps and 2 more for each set. The next exercise we'll be doing is, I like to call it the Pulley Squats, because you're going to be using the pulley thingy machine and you're just going to be doing some squats. Squats can activate your glutes, but they do dominantly activate your quads, so you can easily modify the squats to make sure that you are activating your glutes more. You could simply widen your stance or point your toes outward. You can also skip the ass to grass type of squat and go for a half squat and bend your body forward. The more movement there is on the hips and less on the knees, the more you can activate your glutes. So just play around with the stance and find the squat position that you feel will really activate your glutes the most. And make sure that every time you get up, to squeeze those glutes in. The next workout is the Kettlebell Deadlifts. So you're just going to grab a kettlebell or any weight of your choice, bend your hips forward to grab the bell and bring it up. Make sure to keep your back straight and push your glutes out when you're bending forward, and when you are getting up, make sure to squeeze those glutes to really activate them. That top squeeze will really give this workout an extra push. The next workout we'll be doing is some kickback. I just like to put the pulley machine on one leg, pick a weight that I like, bend my knee towards my chest, and I kick it outward. Make sure to hold the kick for at least 1 to 2 seconds when you're out there to really feel those glutes working. Then you're just gonna keep on switching legs until you finish all the sets. The next workout, I like to call it the side hangs, but you're basically going to do some hip abduction movements with both of your knees bent, and you're simply going to kick your legs sideways. This activates your gluteus medius and the minimus because it is hitting that side part of your glutes. And the last exercise we'll be doing is single leg deadlifts. So you're going to be using any dumbbell weight of your choice, or you can use a barbell and hold it with 2 hands, but you're simply going to do a deadlift like the one a while ago, except you're going to lift one leg up. Make sure you are putting your weight on that one leg that is on the ground so that you can really feel it on your glutes. Remember the mind-muscle connection throughout the whole workout, and keep thinking of your glutes to really activate them throughout. And as a finisher for the workout with some glute bridges, I do 20 and then hold it for 10 to 15 seconds. I like to do this for 2 to 3 sets to really feel that burn. And once you're done with your glute finisher, you are all done with a good glute workout. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope that you enjoyed the fact that it wasn't just a plain workout. If you guys like this type of video and if you want more videos like this, then don't forget to give this a thumbs up and let me know down below what the next body part I should do. With that, get those peaches growing and stay fit and fab.